This is Point Black. Coming in with another hard and off the motherfucking card. You know how we do. I'm coming with the flow. Straight from the barrio. And I'm coming with the heat from the motherfucking streets. That's right. This is how we do. We see now a lot has been taking place and at a fast rate, as we see. Gotta close in my little office door there, get it right. And we see a lot of shaking and a baking. So we've got to pay attention to the groove as well as the move. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we do. This is PNNN, Point Black National News, the late edition. Now, I see Governor Ron DeSantis on Thursday morning signed a sweeping, I guess you call it a protection bill, you know what I'm saying, an election bill that seems to have a groove into law, you know what I'm saying, something like a guardrail in which he puts it, you know what I'm saying, something like a guardrail, blocking fraud from them doing any kind of fraud in elections. You know what I'm saying? Now that is what must be done in order to preserve the integrity, you know what I'm saying? To ensure the integrity of this election we call our election here in America. We cannot have fraud. Now, you know what I'm saying? We cannot have fraud and irregularities. You know what I'm saying? This is what must be done. Still saying, and they're still saying that there was no irregularities, but we notice the voter right advocates jump into action along with the demon Democrats who now on their ramping up the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And said the bipartisan move will make it harder for voters to cast a ballot. Well, stop cheating. And it'll be easy. You see? Stop cheating. You know? And to me, I don't know why they're jumping up saying there was no irregularities in the November election. Yes, it was. You know what I'm saying? But we have moved on now. But, like I said, you know what I mean? They need to prove that they didn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? And they need to show the whole world that evidence. You know what I'm saying? Because you ramped it right into vaccine. And that's what the whole thing was about. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to put it in everybody so when it come, you push the button and everybody vote demon Democrat like a robot. So you can get away with the Luciferian garbage that you be doing on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my face and stop digging up holes all over the place. You know what I'm saying? To listen to what somebody black nigga like me got to say, because I'm going to keep it real in the battlefield, whether they like it or not. They have to prove that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's right. And that's a fact. Jack. And Point Black. You see? Yeah, they have to prove that they didn't. That's a fact. I don't give a damn what they say. And furthermore, any irregularities that is mentioned in an election process must be investigated, not necessarily to hold up the election, but it must be investigated either before or after to make sure that those irregularities did not occur, there was no fraud, and there was no cheating in the election. No conspiracy, whether it's bipartisan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We have to start cleaning this shop up. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good step. but not the end, as we see what's going on. Big meetings all going all over the place. It's not the end. The Republicans need to clean need a cleaning in the Republican Party. That's right. We need a cleaning of the house. You know what I'm saying? Because Mama said the house a little bit dirty. So we need a cleaning in the Republican House. You know what I'm saying? Good re-election move that Mr. DeSantis made. They need to re-elect that man. You know what I'm saying? DeSantis said, you know, that the law puts the law puts Florida ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? In preventing potential election fraud. Very well said, Mr. Santos. Even though I jumped on your head a while back when you signed that other joint talking about protesters, but we didn't say that we're going to always agree. You know what I'm saying? And that's just point facts. Now I see my man Anthony Funk Party, the weasel, you know what I'm saying, is attending the global threat at the Vatican summit, or whatever they have it over there, the Vatican. I see. And I gotta ask, what threat? You know what I'm saying? What threat is he talking about, or they talking about? You know what I'm saying? We see a threat that be, you know what I'm saying, that needs reality and naturality, you know what I'm saying, why they're ramping on such a systematic level. So we know something is not where it's supposed to be. And we see the out of place movement across the sea. We must watch Fauci movements on this one. You will. Crazy ass Fauci. Ain't nobody with that with him. He's sitting up there talking all that ring gang patty whack and give a dog a bone. But ain't nobody in there with him. Because to me, the whole thing seems very systematical. And it has no naturality to it, even in the way it's presented from beginning to end. And I see that because you're still asking people to do bang. And when they came there, they didn't have bang. But after they did it, they got bang. So now you're claiming all kinds of crooked talk. That to me ain't saying much in my book. You know what I'm saying? So we see a lot of things going on out there in the grizzly. And people need to wake up. You know what I'm saying? It's very sad to see how people can fall for just about anything. And then when somebody says something about it, it seems to be a whole lot of yin yang patty whack. Give a dog a bone. But in actuality, when you look at the whole thing, there's a lot of things that needs to be done that is not being done. You know what I'm saying? We even see where they have, a lot of things going on with the military also. That is very questionable. You know what I'm saying? We see Russian MiGs 31 fighter jets intercepting U.S. craft at as Moscow see NATO drills. You know what I'm saying? Russia scrambling a fighter jet, you know what I'm saying, by far on the eastern border, to escort a U.S. plane as tension continues to grow between Washington, D.C. and Moscow. Not the regular people, all kind of buffoons know, what tension is you talking about? And stop saying America or the US. Say Putin, repeat after me. Say Putin and Biden. Not everybody else. Stop that stupid shit. And that's what I be talking about. Nobody respects that type of behavior. You know what I mean? In what shape and form. You know? We have to look at that thing from a better perspective. We have too many different things that seems to be building all at the same time. You know? All kinds of trickery being played. You know? And all kinds of different things being made. You know? But when you look at the first step, you realize the trickery from day one. The only people that seem to be confused is the people who always was confused, especially if you ever talk to them and have a general conversation. You know what I'm saying? You see the bull in their gate. You know? Especially a lot of the older people. You know? When you look at the Justice Department, warns Arizona president of civil rights violations in the 2000 election audit. Again, we back with that. So a lot of things are coming out based on that. You know, the Justice Department on Wednesday issued a warning in the Republican-run Arizona state. Audit of the 2020 election ballots, saying the audit could be in violations of the federal voting civil rights on the Republican side. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, on the Republican side. The warning comes amid scrutiny over the audit of nearly 2.1 million ballots from Arizona, large country, you know what I'm saying? Found no evidence to me, the election officials previously found no evidence of widespread voter fraud, they said. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? But we see here now we have a difference of opinion based on, like I said, I don't know why he really did it, but he did it. There ain't nothing wrong with him doing that. You know what I mean? You know? Ain't nothing wrong with him doing that. I expected this to come out of this individual anyway, especially around this time. Mr. DeSantis. You know? So let's see if what he presents as a presentation to this election process, because we have to really get rid of the demon Democrats, but we also have to keep our eye on the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a kid and just taking sides. Mr. DeSantis signed the sweeping election bill into law on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Dropping it definitely on the table. The Republican governor signs a freshly passed legislation ahead of the impending announcement that he is running for re-election in the nation's largest battleground state. Admitting, you know what I'm saying, for a board, impact and amongst Donald Trump's party base. You know what I'm saying? He staged and designed on a live broadcast of on News Fox 5, I guess, Friends Thursday morning. You know, he was flanked by a small group of GOP legislators, and I think it was in Palm Beach County. The media organizations were shut out I guess, from DeSantos' little meeting that was going on. You know what I'm saying? But DeSantos said the new law puts Florida ahead of the game in the curves of preventing potential fraud, which I gotta see if it works. Right now, I have what I think is a strong election, you know what I'm saying, integrity. You know what I'm saying? A strong election integrity measure in the county. The governor said as he signed it, we're also banning ballot harvesting. We're not going to let the political, you know what I'm saying, operatives go go and get, you know, sketchy and all kinds of bullshit votes and dump them. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be sketch outs of votes and dumping them. You know, in some drop boxes. You know what I'm saying? The Republicans have previously said that they know of no such problems in Florida. And the election supervisor across the state did not ask for any of the changes, warning that some of the new rules may prove, you know what I'm saying, a cumbersome and expensive to impel. Yeah, because y'all like cheating anyway. See, fool, everybody, see. Yeah, you're cheating somewhere or the other. You know what I'm saying? I even saw my man Tucker Carlson jumping on Obama's head. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tucker always out there ramming on him. You know what I'm saying? But Tucker Carlson, you know, the news host, you know what I mean? I think for Fox News also. You know what I mean? Tucker Carlson on Monday even called the former President Barack Obama a creep. Yeah. I think Tucker Carlson was kind of slow on that one. And he called him a creep, an old man, you know, for urging Americans to go get a corona vaccine, I guess, in public service announcements. That's Tucker for you. In this segment on Tucker Carlson Tonight, the host played, you know, Obama recent remarks about, you know, the treatment on NBC News before criticizing the ex-president over the announcement. You know what I'm saying? NBC is now running, and you may have seen these PSA, whatever he's trying to say, public service announcement. You know what I'm saying? With it on air, talent demanding that everyone in the country go get the shot. Barack Obama just released this creepy little video telling small children to do the same and go get the shot, he said. And the host then aired the ex-president's message, which aired last week. You know what I'm saying? As Tucker Carlson reported. You know what I'm saying? Hi, everybody. I'm Barack Obama. And so on and so on. You know, I don't care to repeat anything that they really say. You know what I'm saying? And a whole bunch of stuff. But apparently, he was calling it what it is. Everybody have their opinion, and I see he has a very strong opinion on that subject, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're watching. I see Yang is back on the target. Mr. Yin Yang gave some backings, I guess, by the Republicans, get a little fame back. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Young gets back from the national PACs in New York City. You know, the mayor race, Andrew Yang, 2020 Democrat. How did I know Yang was going to be a Democrat? That didn't strike me. Democrat potential candidate running for mayor in New York scores the endorsement of the national Political Action Committee on Wednesday. So he gained a little love, I guess, from the pack. You know what I mean? But yeah, pack of wolves. Yeah, pack of motherfucking demon wolves, or whatever you want to call them. But that's what I call them. So I have no place in, you know, sticking with anything they really have to say to me. You know what I mean? Until they straighten up all this that's going on in our country, I really don't have no love for their game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing a lot of irregularities that just does not stand up. You know what I'm saying? I even see Mitch McConnell, you know what I'm saying? He has 100% focus on, stopping Biden administration. That's old Mitchy baby. Good old Mitchy baby. Mitch McConnell. He always got something going. Mitch McConnell say he's 100% focused on stopping the Biden administration. Well, Mr. McConnell, but these are your words. Mr. McConnell, Majority Leader, you know what I'm saying? Majority Leader Mr. McConnell said Wednesday he's 100%, you know what I'm saying? He's 100% uh, focused on stopping the Biden administration, speaking to reporters, in his home state of Kentucky. Mitch McConnell was asked about the House GOP leading, feud that reached a boiling point this week. You know what I mean? After Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming, you know what I'm saying, the third ranking Republican, again rebutted former Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying, from saying the stolen election lies. Mitch McConnell was also asked whether he was concerned about the concerned about the direction the party was heading in. And for some reason, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, Liz Cheney is saying anything about the cheating of the election at all. Because she improved shit. You know what I mean? She improved shit. What did she prove? Whether she making claim or not, you have to show clear evidence up front and personal. We don't have time for Liz Cheney, so she needs to go sit down and go do something else and get herself together. You know what I'm saying? And get on the party with that garbage. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So 100% of our focus is on shopping the new administration, stopping the new administration, Mitch McConnell said. Adding, we're confronted with, a surge of challenges from the new administration and a narrow majority of the demon Democrats in the House. Yeah. And a 50-50 Senate. You know what I mean? To turn America into a socialist country. And that's 100% of my focus. Go ahead, Mitch. Stay on his head. McConnell comment came after Trump and the House majority, you know what I'm saying, whipped Steve Scalise of Louisiana Louisiana publicly, you know what I'm saying, back the representative Ellis, Stanford, you know what I mean, Stanford, you know what I mean, of New York or whatever his name is, sorry to mess up your name, to replace Cheney as chair of the House and the Republican Conference. Facts. You know what I mean? So we see where a lot of shaking and baking is going on down the line. You know what I'm saying? We even have Miss Cortez, what's her name? Ocasio-Cortez, Max Cruz for posting photo of Trump. You know what I'm saying? She need to go sit down somewhere with her Luciferian butt belong to that place over there in South America, that big Luciferian church over there. She need to go sit down with that stupidness. I wasn't even right there even talking about that lady. The DO, I see the DOJ, memos will validate the bar, not charging Trump with obstruction of justice under GOP Congressman. You know what I'm saying? So we see a lot of joints going on. So I'm gonna just leave it here and I'm gonna rock on the spot and let y'all think about that. But we do have to look at these things. So this is Rastafari, not the SON, but the SUN. Because I don't praise that God, nor do I follow it. It's garbage. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow false dreams, images, or illusions. And this that's going on today is no more than an illusion, but put into action based on making people believe something that was set up to be so, rather than it being a natural occurrence. We can clearly see the flaws on the paper. So this is a no man proceeds his mother, coming from the General Sultan, Sarah Sultan Seti, the General. You know what I mean? Keeping it real on 100 in the field. This is Point Blank saying BBNN, Point Black, National News, the late edition, 1.